I think a lot of leaders like me are always on the lookout for amazing tools to help you look at your curriculum, look at the curriculum of other folks, your kids in school, look at their curriculum that they're working through and their teachers have designed or are implementing, and really evaluate it with a concrete rubric of sorts, right? So I absolutely love what we're going to talk about today, which is really a set of 3 tools, 3 scorecards, where a ton of folks got together and did amazing work, and it was published by NYU Steinhardt. So let's go ahead and take a look at the link to this resource is going to be posted in the description below, so you can look through it yourself. But I just want to say there's tons of contributors that they name and share the faces of that have come together to do this amazing work, which I so appreciate. Now, I want to kind of skim down through. You can see there's a bunch of stuff here about like, here's how you could use this, and there's really a step-by-step playbook of like, you're going to come together and as a team look at the curriculum. There are 3 scorecards. I'm just going to walk through them quickly, and then you can go ahead and dive into the resource yourself through that link. So culturally responsive curriculum scorecard, there is a diversity of characters tally here, as well as a diversity of authors tally. It really thinks about the intersection between gender and then racialized identity of having different abilities, LGBTQIA+. So there's a bunch of different kind of factors, and they're really thinking about the intersection of those here. So you could go ahead and add or tally up, I should say, and then add as the total on the characters depicted, as well as the authors depicted. Then you come to this piece, which really gives you a sense of like, how satisfied are you given these statements? When we look at the diversity of characters, we look at the accurate portrayal and what the portrayal is, right? You can average out each of these. Then you have a total representation score here. We also have a social justice orientation score. So there are statements around decolonization, power and privilege, centering multiple perspectives, and connecting learning to real life and action. Again, same kind of process where you're ranking them here in terms of a scale of +2, -2, satisfied, not, and you're averaging it to get a total justice score. And then the final piece is your teacher's materials score. Same idea here of how you're going about this, but all of these statements relate to the teaching materials themselves. And so you're going to go down here and you're going to get a score at the bottom. There is a piece here around the scorecard calculations. So you're going to total the score for each column and have the total section score, right? And that's how you're going to be able to interpret the total scores for each section. There's a little bit more here around the notes and interpreting your scores along with some categories. So you either have culturally destructive, culturally insufficient, or emerging awareness, culturally aware, or culturally responsive. And then again, you're going to see this for the social justice, because this is all about cultural responsiveness and sustainingness. And so we also have the teacher's material scores here as well on the same. I highly suggest using a tool like this for your PLCs, for department reviews. I know districts who like every 4 years go through one of the 4 content areas and review it. Use this one. I think it would be great. I mean, it's designed for ELA text specifically, but I think iterations of this and the idea of texts more broadly could be used in any subject area.